Okay, we're going to talk about how to factor trinomials with a lead coefficient or groupies. Remember that a coefficient is the number being multiplied by a variable. The lead coefficient of a trinomial is the number being multiplied by the x squared term. So for example, 3x squared plus 13x plus 12 has a lead coefficient of 3. The 3 is being multiplied by x squared. We've already discussed factoring trinomials without a lead coefficient, or x factors, and the process is similar but not the same. The first step in factoring any trinomial is to draw a big X. Now, if we were factoring a trinomial with no lead coefficient, or x factors, we would put 12 in the top of our x. But like I said, the process is different. Instead, I will multiply the lead coefficient, which we identified as 3, and the constant, which is the number with no variable beside it. In our example, it's 12. So 3 times 12 equals 36, and I will put this number in the top of the x. Now, just like with x factors, the middle coefficient, which is 13, goes in the bottom of our x. The next step is also the same as x factors. You'll ask yourself what two numbers, when multiplied, equal 36, but when added equals 13. Well, we think of all the factors of 36, and we know that 9 times 4 equals 36, and 9 plus 4 equals 13. So there we have our numbers. Now, this last step is where the process differs quite a bit from factoring trinomials with no lead coefficient. Okay, now that we have found our two numbers, 9 and 4, I will rewrite the original trinomial, but I'm going to replace the middle term, 13x, with the two numbers that I have found. Now, I haven't really changed the trinomial because I know that 9x plus 4x equals 13x. Okay, so here is where we get our title of groupies. I will group the first two terms and the last two terms by putting two sets of parentheses around them. Now, I will factor out each group of terms by finding the greatest common factor. So the greatest common factor of 3x squared and 9x is 3x, and we are left with x plus 3 inside the parentheses. In the next group, 4x plus 12, positive 4 is our greatest common factor, and we again are left with x plus 3 inside our parentheses. Since both 3x and 4 are being multiplied by x plus 3, I can factor out the x plus 3, and I get 3x plus 4 times x plus 3. And there we have factored out